We are now at the superintendent's update. Dr. Swift.
Thank you. We're so pleased to have our students back at the second week following spring break. Students and staff and families are learning together and active in our schools. It seems like there are activities every day and every night in the district, and lots of good spring activity as we finish the spring quarter of the 21-22 school year. I wanted to give a shout out to school librarians. We shared this message last week, but trustees, I think that folks don't always understand what a great contribution our school librarians make. This is School Library Month during April. We're proud to honor our 33 Ann Arbor Public Schools professional librarians and the work that they do at each of our elementary, middle, high school, and A2 virtual campuses. These professionals, you may not realize, but all have achieved a master's of library science, and they regularly do lots of work across many areas in our schools, most especially inspiring joy and delight in reading, developing the library collection to support culturally relevant print and digital texts, supporting students, teachers, and staff to enhance the classroom learning. They host author visits. They partner with Ann Arbor District Library. They coordinate all of our March's Reading Month activities and continue those fun reading activities year-round. They work with parent and community groups to provide and promote culturally relevant print books. They also provide tech support for our students and staff, and they organize and manage the library space and its resources. I also wanted to give a shout out during Library Month to our Ann Arbor Public Schools library programs. Trustees, you may not realize, but in many districts across the country, libraries have been cut over recent years of reduction in funding. The Library Association reports that while 90% of schools, public and private, have a school library, only about 61% have full-time, professionally certified librarians. Schools with robust library programs and a certified school librarian, as is true in the Ann Arbor Public Schools, ensure that their students have the very best chance to succeed. More than 60 library research studies have confirmed that school library programs staffed by qualified school librarians have a positive impact on school achievement, and most especially so for students who are not privileged to have books necessarily in their homes. So I just want to give a big shout out to our AAPS librarians, and thank you, trustees, for your support of a robust library program. It benefits our students, our schools, and our community. I think Mr. Cluley has ready. I just want folks to see on the website. We are focused forward this spring. We're a district on the move. Lots of things are happening, and we're working to keep our community updated. So you'll be able to see that there is the addition of a location. It's our current topics and recent topics on the website. So if you're thinking that you may have missed out, there's a place that you can go to see our most recent communications. The addition, for example, here it is. There it is, recent topics and information. You can go there and just see kind of all the recent things that we've been talking about. And then also there's another link there to the superintendent updates. The addition of elementary counselors and social workers, as well as our ongoing efforts to expand our elementary extended day program for the fall of 2022. Those are among the topics that we've recently updated. We have also recently resumed the A2Schools Podcast. And trustees, what I love about this is it's easy to listen to maybe while you're on a drive across town or otherwise engaged. And you can see here what the podcast looks like. We have two recent series, their episodes there in the series. And this week, the one that our parents will receive tomorrow, we share about the upcoming Ann Arbor Public Schools Community Equity Sessions and celebrate the recent performance of our AAPS home building students. Speaking of our home building students, trustees, I know you will join me and look at this team here to congratulate the Ann Arbor Student Building Industry Program. These are our own home building students, and Mark Valsheen, their instructor, on their success this past weekend at the Skills USA State Conference. Our students competed in teamworks and carpentry. After the dust settled, the saws stopped, the drills were put up, and the noise of a true construction site subsided, our students earned the following. In carpentry, second place, Adam Shork from Huron High School. In third place, Emma Sutton from Huron also. Teamworks, a 4-person team, took first place. They are Matthias Gonzalez from Pioneer, J.D. Dowds, Jack from Skyline, Nick Finnemore from Huron, and Rachel Gowell from Huron also. Every home building student who qualified to compete at the state level at this competition placed. Isn't that amazing? They're just incredible kids. Yeah, they did an incredible job. This is the first time that the home building team has ever achieved that goal. As far as we are aware, it's also the first time ever that a female competitor has placed in the carpentry competition. Emma Sutton from Huron has truly made her mark. I want to get out to the house and shake her hand. She's forging new horizons there. Our Teamworks team has earned the right now to represent the state of Michigan at the national conference in Atlanta, Georgia in late June. So best of wishes at national competition. April is National Arab American Heritage Month. This is a wonderful time to celebrate the rich history, heritage, culture, and diversity of Arab Americans, as well as to honor their many significant contributions to society. The United States is home to more than 3.5 million Arab Americans. Americans of Arab heritage are valued as a part of our own fabric of our own Ann Arbor Public Schools community and our country in their contributions in every field and profession. The initiative for official national designation was launched in 2017 by the nonprofit media and education organization Arab American Foundation and its sister organization Arab America. In 2019, U.S. Representative Debbie Dingell from Michigan, of course, and Representative Rashida Tlaib, also from Michigan, introduced a resolution to Congress to proclaim April as National Arab American Heritage Month. National Arab American Heritage Month was recognized last April in 2021 by President Joe Biden with the U.S. Department of State, some members of Congress, and 37 governors issuing proclamations supporting the month. While the official national recognition may be recent, efforts on the state and local levels to recognize Arab American Heritage Month have been ongoing for decades. We celebrate the accomplishments of educators, artists and writers, poets and musicians who promote Arab American heritage and culture, a testament to the contributions Arab Americans have made to America's rich diversity. And I just want to give a special thank you to our Arab American Parent Support Group in the Ann Arbor Public Schools. They are valued partners. I always appreciate getting to connect with that group and appreciate all their support for our work and their partnership in our work in the district. I do need to give a COVID update this evening. This is the second week following spring break. And we are seeing, trustees, as you're aware, increased student and staff cases across the Ann Arbor Public Schools and also in the wider Ann Arbor community. We will continue our priority of health and safety in order to finish this school year strong. So we will continue our mitigation strategies, including the improved air ventilation, universal masking, remaining home when ill, monitoring for symptoms each day. When at all possible, we hope the weather is going to change so that our teachers and school activities can occur outdoors as much as possible. The AAPS COVID response team is monitoring cases closely, and particularly in locations where there are multiple cases in an individual classroom. Unfortunately, we've identified more classroom clusters in schools this week, and the team is out and busy offering test to stay and pop-up testing at these schools in partnership with Washtenaw County Health Department. So we will continue to update each week the COVID-19 case dashboard. I know that we are all keeping a close eye on that so that we can keep our students involved in as many activities as possible and remain as healthy and safe as we can. This week, our spring 2022 assessments have begun. We appreciate all the hard work from our students, our staff, and parents as we move through this annual spring assessment process. As has been the case and is so again this year, we are required to administer assessments beginning in grade 3. It is our charge from the state to achieve at least a 95% participation rate in each school for school accountability purposes. We anticipate that many families will desire to see their students' learning progress through the lens of assessment results, in addition to many other observations. Most importantly for me, the observation of that master teacher, the eyes on students and how they're doing. The spring assessment experience is framed as a low-pressure endeavor. We do understand that some parents may object to the experience of standardized assessments for their children, and we respect all perspectives on this topic. We are excited to share that the Ann Arbor Public Schools is hosting a couple of community meetings coming up on equity with Dr. Yolanda Seeley-Ruiz. These will be on Tuesday, April 19th from 6 to 7:30, and then again on Tuesday, May 3rd. The title of the sessions is Equity is Everything, History, Humanity, and Healing in the Ann Arbor Public Schools. These meetings are designed to share with the community more about the equity work going on in the Ann Arbor Public Schools and to develop an understanding and share with the community some of the language and the work that our Ann Arbor Public Schools staff has been engaged in during the 2 prior school years. These sessions will serve as a springboard for convening a community equity advisory group. We're very excited to move forward with this next steps, and we'll be sharing more information. The links to join those community sessions are posted right on our website. Trustees will have those on social media, widely in the community, so that everyone is welcome. It is a virtual event, and we look forward to a big crowd next Tuesday and then again on May 3rd. I want to thank you all, everyone, our parents, our students, our staff, and the Board of Education for everything you do to support our students and staff and families of the Ann Arbor Public Schools. That concludes the superintendent's report, and I appreciate the opportunity to share. Thank you.